Hello, and welcome to day number 3 of the Ugly Art Club 5-minute challenge for August of 2022. If you watched my first 2 videos, you'll know that I accidentally did more splatters yesterday than drips. So today I'm going to kind of do some drips, even though my prompt is splatter. Let's just go for it. I've got some wax melting up like towards the front of my desk. I've got a wax seal from Unwild Studio. I've got these amazing jelly prints that were made during the workshop that we had, the Ugly Art Playdate. I've got my prompt, which you can get for free in the uglyartclub.teachable.com. Just sign up for the free course labeled 5-minute challenge. And then this is a piece of paper, a piece of tissue paper that is brand new to me at Unwild Studio. I don't know that I've even announced it in a newsletter or anything like that. But here it is. I've been working on designing some tissue papers to use in our art endeavors during our art journey. And this is the first one, and it's called Handwritten. And it has some marks on it, but it has some asemic writing. It has some postal imagery. It has some pen and ink imagery. It's really great. It comes in a huge sheet. It will be linked in the description box below, where you can find all of the links, by the way, to supplies and other things like workshops and stuff that's going on. So make sure you're expanding the description boxes just to see what's going on. And I'm going to say that's for everyone's YouTube channel, not just mine. I know that YouTube has made it a little bit harder to find that description box below, but you just click it and it expands, and there's all kinds of information, including clickable links for you guys if you need them. But I tore this piece of tissue paper on the right hand side because I want it to blend into my background and only the black ink show up. So I tore that edge, which gives it a nice like it helps it blend in easier to the background. And then I got out some fluid matte medium by Golden, and I'm using my finger. I want to create as like seamless and sort of smooth of a surface as possible. So I put some gel medium, I said gel medium, but it's fluid matte medium, some fluid matte medium down on the background. I laid my tissue paper down, and then I'm using my finger to rub some fluid matte medium back into the top layer of the tissue paper. I really want this to be seamless. Oops, sorry about that. And as a whole portion there, as a whole part of the background, part of the collage. So I'm just working it, doing what I got to do. And I love how the text plays. It's not even text, the handwriting plays with this background and the neutrality that it has going on, the color scheme. Everything is so nice. And I think after having 2 pages that have a bit of pink on them, this is going to be a nice reprieve from the color and sort of a place to kind of rest a minute until we turn the page to whatever's happening next in the book. And there it is. Give it a heat with the heat gun. All good. And then this is the old tape from Unwild Studio. I love this tape so much. It is actually brand new tape that I have designed, and it's in my shop. But I've designed it so that it looks like old vintage cellophane tape. So it's pretty cool. I love using it, and it makes all my projects, all my art pieces just delicious. Legit. I put 3 pieces at the bottom because I wanted it to sort of connect where the jelly print ends to the edge of the paper. And then it's just like sort of filling in some white space. It's another way that I fill in white space. And then in contrast, I also put one at the top so that not all of this gorgeous vintage tone was at the bottom. And I trim off the excess tape. And I might even hold on to those little pieces of tape. They're pretty small, but I might be able to just glue them into something or even just add them to a collage. Nothing big, but I do try to sort of save my supplies or get the most out of them wherever I can. And then I realized that I didn't like the placement of this, so I moved it up a little bit, straightened out the edges, and then trimmed that excess tape off again. There we go. I'm really happy with the placement of the tape, and I love the tissue paper. And then I'm gonna do my wax seal. So this is black wax, the Midnight Wax from Unwow Studio. And I want to do more of like a drippy effect here. So I pour out half of my spoon and then I drizzle the rest around, even though my tab today says splatter. And then I use my plus sign wax seal to give that some dimension, some texture, give it a little imagery. It's looking fabulous. And then the last step is to put on my tab splatter, my splatter tab. My tab splatter. And I will use my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher to staple this on because they're the perfect little staples. And I'm all set to go. Then there's going to be a couple close-up shots of this card. You can check them out, which this card is going to turn into a page in a little book. And the tabs, you can see the tabs. Get those for free at theuglyartclub.teachable.com. And join us. Just make some great art for 5 minutes a day for the next 2 weeks. We'd love to have you guys. Bye.